Hey everyone, we're Tom and Bunny, and tonight we're gonna talk about fakes and flakes in the lifestyle.
That we are. Watch our intro and we'll be right back with you.
Hey everyone, we're Tom and Bunny, and we want to let you know that tomstrips.com sponsors all of our videos, and without them, we couldn't be producing these videos. Okay, so I'm the person that's mostly on the social media and websites and stuff like that. And one of the things that I'm learning is, because we ran a club so long, we didn't meet people off of these websites.
No.
Now we live in a little hick town, small town here in Alabama. We now have to rely on those a little bit more.
And it is not easy.
And now I see why everyone complains.
Right. Now we see why people say all the time that there's a lot of flaky people out there.
Yes.
Or a lot of the new the phrase catfish.
Catfish.
Because we are finding everything under the sun.
I mean, so we go on sites, and I'll list all the sites at the end of the video. If you go to TomandBunny.com, we have the 5 sites that we're on. And if you click the link, you can get free time on some of those sites. Kasidie.com, you get 3 months free. So not a plug, just letting you know if you don't know about sites like most people are on Adult Friend Finder.
Right. We started there.
We started there.
Everybody did.
Everyone does, but then they graduate to the more in-depth sites.
Yeah.
So we're on one of the sites. I don't want to say which one because it happens on all the sites, so I don't want to make people think it's one site. And 2 things that we really do look for. We look for face pictures. We want face pictures, and if they say, well, we don't put them on this website, but we'll text them to you. No, I want them to put them on the site, put them in a private area, because if they're going to text it to me, what difference does it make if they put it on the site and then open the pictures?
Well, and one thing now that we're finding too, they say, well, we don't have face pictures, we'll text them to you. Now they want a phone number. No.
And we don't give our phone number out freely, so not unless we're really going to meet somebody.
Right. Or unless it's on the bottom of our advertising.
And that's where this video is coming in. We give out our phone number when we're going to go meet somebody.
Yes, you got that right.
So there's a lot of people out there with our phone number that never actually came to meet us.
No. That's absolutely true.
And we have met a lot of people in Alabama. Not every profile is a flake or anything. Literally, we just went to a meet and greet. They had 38 profiles listed as going, and there must have been 40 couples there.
Oh yeah, it was a great turnout.
It was a great turnout. But one of the things we did was we went and emailed every single one of the profiles to say, hey, we see that you're going to the meet and greet. We're going to be there too. You don't have face pictures, so when you see us, please come up and say hi to us. Because we went up and said hi to a lot of people, but we didn't know what profile they were. And a lot of people actually, not everyone replied, but a lot of people came up to meet us.
Right, because we put ourselves out there.
Our face pictures. Everywhere. So we look for face pictures. I look for how long you've been on the site. Typically, most of the sites will say what year you joined or something of that nature. So I then look for certifications. Now, if I see that you're on one of these sites for 4, 5, 10 years and you have 0 certifications and you don't have any face photos, well, I'm wondering why you're emailing me.
Chances are, even if you are a real couple, you're not going to meet anybody with those pretenses. But also, too, I think that it's just somebody out there searching for catfishing.
Pictures or something.
Yeah.
So we had, I had one couple recently. I mean, more than one couple. I'm just saying one couple. And so, multiple couples. And they asked me for our phone number. So our Kik account. So we give our Kik account, and now we're off the site. We prefer to email on the site, but give them the Kik account. And all of a sudden, hey, that's it.
Right.
They asked me for my Kik account, and they're not initiating any of the conversation.
No, and we even had...
We had fun the other night.
We did, because Tom was trying to get some...
I was pulling flipping teeth on this
and
person.
he was like, all right, you go on and you tell them who, you know, that you're Bunny, and you talk to them.
And I wanted to see if maybe it was me.
Yeah, no.
I mean, maybe it was they were talking to Tom, so that... I mean, I could have said, I'm Bunny now, and chatted away, but...
There was nothing more than one word in each reply.
I wanted a different dialogue.
Yeah.
See, if I would have done it, he would have known it was me. But she does it, she types totally different than me. So... I'm telling her, hey, ask him this, or ask him that. Basically, what I'm trying to do is not ask a question for an answer, but ask a question with a follow-up question back to me, like elaborate more.
Trying to get some type of communication.
I mean, I'm asking a broad question, so I wanted them to come back and say, can you narrow it down?
Yeah, no, it didn't happen.
No, just he either said yes or no. And I'm telling her, I'm like, why? Why did they ask me for my Kik account? And I'm trying to have a conversation. So when you see those profiles that say must articulate or must be able to have a conversation,
we're finding out why.
We're finding out why.
We definitely are finding out why.
Now, meeting people.
That's even worse.
I mean, we've gotten several messages saying, hey, let's meet up. We say okay. And pretty soon, and I won't say what the excuses are in case people watch our videos, because I don't think anyone watches these things, but they'll come up with an excuse. An hour before we're supposed to meet, and we're 2-hour drive from actually getting there.
Right.
Like one of them, I said, we had it all dialogued out. What's your address? Or what's the address where we're going to meet? Crickets. Or I'll get right back to you. Crickets. All night. We're sitting there wondering, okay, do we leave at noon, 4, 5, 6?
And like you said, remember, we live in a small little town in Alabama, so no matter where we go, it's 2 hours.
Minimum 2 hours. And we're willing to drive to meet people.
Yeah, we have no problem with it.
So we're supposed to meet about 6 o'clock. And then all of a sudden we get a message about 4:30 going, sorry, I forgot we were meeting today. Here's the address. We'll meet you there. And I'm like, no, dude. No. Because
I've already made dinner.
Yeah, we're in our underwear watching TV. We're watching the Tom's Trips channel. So you got the people, the little inconsiderate. I mean, we're very considerate. If we know something's coming up, the second we know, and it's not the last minute we know, the second we know, we contact the people and say, this has come up.
Now, on the flip side, there is one couple that I think they just kind of shied away from us. They kept trying to meet us, but it happened to be within our traveling time. But they finally told him,
I have
to
no
look
idea
at
where she's going with this yet.
People thought that we were being flaky. And we weren't. And I had to tell them to go on to our Facebook page, or our TomandBunny.com, and look at our travel schedule, because that's where we have everything.
Right.
And the one weekend we were available to meet them, they weren't available.
Right. And we've been trying to meet with this couple, and I sincerely think they want to meet with us.
But I think that they were right in the middle of the hurricane.
Well, the hurricane, they were doing traveling, and they just bought a house.
Yep.
So we are going to meet them. If they watch our videos, we're not talking negative. Just trying to find, what we're saying is, we're trying to find a cohesive time to actually meet. No one's actually flaking because we've been up front with each other.
And we haven't had just time to even set a time.
Correct.
What Tom's talking about are the ones that we do set time, and
they don't call. They call at the last minute to cancel, or call at the last minute to say come on over when you're not ready.
There's so many of them out here too that he'll email them or send them a message, and you might hear something, oh yeah, it's been really good, it's really good to hear from you, and they'll have a little dialect, and the next day he'll email them back and nothing.
Right. So all you people out there that think we have the pick of the litter and all that other crap,
No.
No. We're in it just like you guys.
And see, remember, like Tom said, we ran Club Buffet for 18 years. So you wanted to find us every weekend. We were right there.
Right there. So
now we're searching just like everybody else.
Yeah, but it's the difference now is we're traveling. And we're going to get into a different video on how hard it is to meet people when you're going from one city to the next city without getting to know, without creating dialogue. So that'll be a future video.
So all of you out there that think, oh my God, am I doing something wrong? Do I have something wrong with my profile?
I rewrote our profile.
Right.
I thought, I'm giving as much information as possible. So I wrote I get compliments on how well my profile is written. But then I think, are people here to read? Or are they here just to meet people?
You give them too much information.
I give them too much information. So, and it wasn't like I take long stroll walks on the beach crap. It was genuinely, this is what we're looking for. This is who we are.
Right.
It wasn't anything like our dogs or our kids and stuff like that. But, so I shortened it all up to, we're Tom and Bunny, we're just looking for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
It's the same responses.
I have kind of been adding a little to it. It's my nature.
Promotions here.
Well, not just that, I'm long-winded.
You are. So yeah, it's crazy. Everybody that you do meet is absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And if you are one of those flakes out there, stop it. Stop it now.
Meet people or don't meet people, but don't set up a date. And I know that you're going to do it anyways, but I just want more or less this video is to let the rest of the world know you're not in a boat alone.
No, there are people out there and there are those catfish out there that just want to try to get your pictures.
Or just occupy your time for
no reason. Or wait, how many of the ones that want you to open your privates?
But they don't want to open theirs.
No, or they do open their privates and it's the same ones that they have on their general profile.
So that's another thing, yeah. You get people who have their regular open G-rated pictures and their privates are an identical copy of it. But what they do is they ask you to open your privates, and when you do and you ask them to open their privates, they could legitimately, I guess, say they open their privates. It's the same pictures. Have something private in there, like your face.
Well, yeah, or they open
their private.
They open their private pictures and their faces are still covered.
Right? See that? And the other one is we must be discreet. I think everyone needs to be discreet.
Right.
So I understand when you walk into somewhere at a restaurant and stuff, I understand it's intimidating, it's scary. We know how to act around our family, our friends, and potential lifestyle people.
Absolutely.
And we treat it all the same when we're in the public. Mm-hmm. But we also know there's a lot, not a lot, but there are those people that just can't shut their mouth and have to splurt out stupid stuff because they're looking for a reaction from the surrounding it. Not just the person they're talking to, but they're eyeballing looking for the reaction. I don't like that.
No, not at all.
And we don't hang out with those people.
No, we don't.
Nope. So.
I mean, come on, for God's sakes. We went to our neighbor's house for dinner the other night with all of their family, and absolutely nobody knows we're in the lifestyle. And guess what? We know how to behave.
Right. They have no clue until they watch this video.
Clue.
So, remember when you're on the sites, check for how long they've been on the site, if possible. Check to see if they're certified to go along with that age. If they're a brand new profile, understandably, they're not probably going to have certifications. You may be their first.
Right.
I'm not saying everyone's a flake or a fake, but do check those. If they have private pictures and they don't open theirs to you, you probably should run.
Don't even waste your time if they're not going to open their privates.
And if you're going to give them your phone number, you give them your phone number and you're texting, have them send different pictures that they're not just downloading from models.com or
Right.
or something like that. So
I mean, we all can pretty much tell what's a model picture and what's
a
not.
real family
now,
barbecue.
Granted, from California, we do know a lot of models, so when their pictures come up, they look just like the ones that the fake people use,
Right.
but they're actually real people.
They're real
But
people.
they're the first ones that will send you a picture without, in their regular clothes and everything
Right.
else, but yes.
So anyway, that's all I have to say about fakes and flakes.
Yes. Be prepared. They are out there.
They are out there in
And
droves.
everybody is going to come across them.
And one last thing. I see in profiles all the time. We choose not to be certified. That's a red flag. Because they're not going to get a certification if they don't meet people.
Mm-mm.
So when I see that too, that's a red flag.
Oh, yeah.
So, but one couple did say, we don't certify anymore. But we got a certification. So, you guys have a great night.
Good night.
Until next time.